Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Um, this is the fourth day in Indigenous slash Native American Heritage Month. So as you all know, I am part Cherokee, I am part black, I am part white. And so let's talk about Native Americans. Alright? Since both of my grandmothers, my great grandmother and her daughter on my father's side are Cherokee, and my grandmother on my mom's side is half Cherokee, possibly all Cherokee. We don't really know. And the relevancy of that is for this video, of course. But see, as a person of mixed ethnicity, I have to respect all three of my cultures. I will be honest, and I'm probably not going to get a lot of respect for this. I truly feel more Cherokee than black or white. Alright? Please respect my feelings before you say anything negative in the comments. In fact, if you want to say something negative in the comments, say it. I'm not going to clap back or do anything stupid. This thing was on because I was planning on jumping in the suit and doing some Miguel O'Hara improv stuff. I'll do that like maybe tomorrow. Maybe Friday night. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the other reason why I also started regrowing my hair. So it's growing slow, but I think the radiation from my hip replacement is like affecting the ability for my hair to grow. I'm also planning on dyeing it like either silver or white. I don't really know. You guys put in the comments, let me know what you think. Silver or white or blonde. Those are the only three choices. I'm not going red. So screw that. And it's already light brown biologically. I did attempt to dye it blonde. It didn't take. So you got lighter brown, but there you go. So now let's talk Native American stuff. I didn't know if I should do versions of stories of Coyote the Trickster because I don't know many. I didn't know if I should Google Native American stories and just do Native American legends. I do know some stories of the Deer Woman. I do know some stories of Sasquatch, but they're all stories. And every myth and legend has secrets to them and some truth. And I didn't know if you guys would be down for me just coming up with the top of my head of some shit. Okay? I could also spend the entire month doing videos on my first graphic novel that is not being published, but my second graphic novel is being published. The first one is called Love 13. I could go get my books out the shed and read you exploits from them, from Native American legends that I put my own spin to them, things like that, Native American deities, and things like that. Or I could just talk about, why I changed my name from James Williams Jr. to Echo Fang Grey Wolf. So when I finally can be registered as a Native American, it will be under Echo Fang Grey Wolf. If they ask why, I'm going to say because James Williams Jr. sounds about as un-Native American as you could possibly get. And I want to have that so that, I can have a Native American ID card. And I want it to be under Echo Fang Grey Wolf versus James Williams Jr. Now, let me explain Echo Fang Grey Wolf. I've done this before, so we're going to do it again. We're going to keep it short. Alright, so if you scream out loud, you hear an echo. And I want people to scream my name out loud and have it returned back by the mountains. Fang, because in a couple of my movies, I use Fang as a last name. So, Echo Fang and Grey Wolf to honor the Great Wolf Spirit, not the chief named Great Wolf, because I'm not Apache. I forgot what he was, but anyway. Also, Grey Wolf is like my favorite Native American last name. Now, I have used that as a character name in one of my graphic novels, so we're going to leave it at that. And then we're going to honor my Native American heritage by taking a Native American name. Like Cassius Clay became Muhammad Ali, James Williams Jr. is going to be Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Now, if I can talk to the government and if I can keep my military records and my military benefits under the name of Echo Fang Grey Wolf, then I would legally get my name changed. If I can also keep my same social security number and all that other shit so that I can still get what belongs to me. That being said, that's the only reason why I'm using Echo Fang Grey Wolf as a stage name versus my real name. And I would much rather have that as my name, but I also don't want to lose the part of me that is my father's name. because his name is James Edward Williams Sr. But Echo Fang Grey Wolf fits me. It really does. And the other thing about that is that I'd rather have my own identity than try to live up to my father. So I hope you guys understand why I started calling myself Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Now, my close personal friends, you can call me Echo or you can call me James. If you're a fan, you can call me Echo or you can call me James. Just call me anything other than the following. Do not call me the N word. Do not call me the H word. And do not, above all else, call me Chief. Do not call me those, and we're good to go. Yeah, just I don't like being called Chief. That brings back very bad trauma and makes me want to punch people in the face. So, but it is Indigenous Heritage Month, and I am drawing pictures of Indigenous stuff, and I am also going to draw pictures for what I would hope to be my future wife, Zeta Zhang, and stuff like that, and hopefully, man, y'all pray for me that this works out. And hopefully my acting career will take off better once I have an actual native name, because I'm going to start building myself out as a native versus building myself out as mixed. Let me break that down, because a lot of people are about to get pissed off. Okay, so one, I've been acting for 21 years. I have not gotten a professional acting job yet. Understand that. So a lot of actors do this. They change their names. Why do they change their names? Because their regular name sounds like shit, and no one wants to take James Williams Jr. seriously, but they will take Echo Fang Grey Wolf seriously. And I am part native, so since I'm part native, I'm going to honor my heritage by taking a native name and billing myself out as a native. Now, if you want to compare me, I'm gonna compare this to a guy that I'm only a year younger than, and I got mad respect for him. And if he happens to see this, so if y'all see The Rock, pass this on. The Rock plays mixed characters, but 9 times then he winds up playing a Samoan. Okay? And I ain't got nothing but love for The Rock for that. And I will tell you why. See, a couple of years back, The Rock wanted to make a movie about John Henry, because people have been riding The Rock's ass about why you don't ever play black people. Why didn't you ever do anything for black people? Why didn't you ever do anything for your black side? And when he attempted to do something for his black side, the black people gave him the finger. You're not dark enough to be John Henry. Okay, so he wants to be a real black person who is a historical figure, and the black people decide, you're not black enough to be old John Henry. Let me recap that for y'all. The song that I was taught in grade school. Old John Henry was a steel driving man. He laid down them spikes with his hammer in his hand. Well, one day the man came calling and old Henry stood alone. He drove those spikes into that wood and he was on the throne. There came a machine and a battle began. And old John Henry was that steel driving man. The competition was slick, they said. Henry can't beat the machine. But Henry showed all those people he was stronger than their dreams. He hammered that nail in and he did it by himself. He beat that damn machine until there was nothing left. Everybody, old John Henry was a steel driving man. He died up on that track with his hammer in his hand. But he won the race. He got there in first place, 'cause old John Henry was a steel driving man. Now, I remember this specifically because I watched a show called The Real. All the ladies on The Real were like, no, The Rock shouldn't play John Henry. So I believe the project was scrapped. And here's the thing about us mixed people. We don't get to play mixed people, like, at all. The only movie The Rock played a mixed person in was Walking Tall. That's it. Even in The Scorpion King, he wasn't playing a mixed person. But everything else, he was a Samoan, and there's nothing wrong with that. Which is why I have to build myself out as a native, because there are no mixed people like The Rock or like me writing scripts in Hollywood for people like The Rock or like me. And I hope they bring back Little Dewey, and I need a job. But anyway, that being said, it's Indigenous History Month. It's time for me to go take one of these damn dogs out because they're mollering up the hall. So we'll make another part. Thanks for watching.